Hello, and welcome to everyone joining us for this Zoom School Board Candidates Forum. There are 4 candidates running for the open school board position, and all of them are here with us tonight. Over the next hour and a half, we will discuss extremely relevant issues to help you decide who to vote for. Now, let's get into some introductions.
Hi, my name is Patricia Stewart. I'm a mom to 2 beautiful girls, and I also run an Etsy shop with feminist merchandise.
I'm John Klein, former MLB first baseman and father of a son who is sure to follow in my footsteps.
Hello, everyone. I'm Leanne Montgomery, and I am first and foremost a Christian mother. I hold leadership positions in a number of organizations working to make our world a better place for our children. That is always my #1 priority, and I can only hope my opponents share the same philosophy.
Hi guys, my name is Michelle Peterson. I'm a mom too, and I also work part-time as an engineer.
All right, now that we've established that everyone has children and 0 experience in anything related to politics, let's get into questions. Number 1, if elected, what will be your first priority?
I think it's pretty obvious that the most important thing right now is to get our kids back into in-person school before their social skills become permanently damaged.
I agree with Leanne. I think an especially important part of reopening schools is starting up school sports again. The reality is most of these kids won't be successful without a strong start in Pee Wee baseball. It's worth the risk.
I'm a bit concerned that my opponents seem so focused on returning to in-person classes. While I understand where they're coming from, I think we must all recognize that we can't magically fix all the problems caused by COVID. But what we can fix is the biggest issue created by our patriarchal society, misogyny. Anti-woman sentiment has pervaded our district, and we must put an end to it.
Well, I agree that we can't rush back into in-person schooling. I think that it is a relevant issue and one that is on everyone's mind. But the reality is that we are in a continuing pandemic, and that means there are certain limitations. So my first priority, if elected, would be to create a task force to ensure that both our schools and curriculum are diverse and inclusive. We live in an area with a large population of white people, which means the school board has managed to avoid addressing serious issues, race in particular. However, I think it is clearer now more than ever that white communities need to understand and discuss white supremacy and anti-racism.
Thank you, everyone. Just a reminder, this is an election for a single seat on an elementary school board, so you will have control over essentially nothing, and you don't need to act like this is your big presidential bid. All right, next question. What do you think the district could be doing better?
I'm sorry, before I answer your lovely question, I just have to respond to what Michelle said. I found her answer both offensive and concerning. As a Christian, I love everyone, for we are all children of God. I don't see race, and neither do my children. It worries me that Michelle wishes to introduce racial conflict into their lives and deceive them into thinking there is anything wrong with them because they are white, because that is clearly racism. Oh, and if the district were better, they would reopen schools.
I'm glad Leanne brought up those points. When I played MLB, I had to throw balls to men of all different races, and I only used slurs when talking about the opposing team, and most of those were just homophobic. So my point is, the district needs to reopen schools and place a stronger emphasis on sports.
Frankly, I am appalled at what Leanne and John have said. They clearly have no understanding of racism. My dear friend Julie, she happens to be Black, and I have stood by her side ever since my family paid for her college so she could escape the ghetto. Now, thanks to me, she's a doctor. My point is, there are plenty of successful Black people all around us, but that is only because of the commitments of white people like me. This district could probably do a better job with race. but their much larger failing is with gender. While people of color have white people to help them, no men are standing up to help our girls. The district needs to start uplifting women and needs to stop perpetuating harmful stereotypes like putting pink tiles in only the girls' bathroom.
Wow, I knew it was bad, but Jesus. Look, everything that my opponents have said is deeply flawed, regardless of their intentions. I think their comments are emblematic of one of the biggest issues in our community, and what I think is the district's biggest failing, their refusal to address race in a meaningful way. Also, is it just me, or does it seem like we're all just repeating our answers to the last question?
It is not just you, Michelle, and that's because all of you have exactly one goal, and you're just going to say it over and over again. So how about we do a fun question? What's everybody's must-read book?
It's pretty obvious that the only answer to this question is the Bible.
Leanne took my first pick, so I'll go with An American Life, the autobiography of the great President Ronald Reagan.
It's tricky, but I think I have to go with The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo by Amy Schumer. That woman is a true feminist, and she inspires me every single day.
I'm going to go with How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi, because we really need to be doing more.
All right, look, we did have one singular audience member, but they left. So I'm just going to wrap this thing up now because I can't handle listening to you people talk anymore. I need to have my 10 a.m. whiskey that I can now speak about freely because people seem totally okay with joking about alcoholism during the pandemic. Anyways, we just know that people will vote for whoever they know and also don't hate.